Hello, everybody. This is Luke with Owls TV. Welcome to the Parliament. If this is your first time, if you didn't know, Group of Owls is called a Parliament. We are the Parliament. We are owls. We owls, everybody. So I think it's about time we finally talked about the thing, and I'm sure you all know about the thing that I'm not going to actually say because there has been so much censorship around this, and I think it's important for us to just be able to have an open conversation, not really trying to say anything about who's right, who's wrong. This is one way, this should be the other. It's not really about that. I just wanted to sort of give you a little bit of, I just want to say a little bit of insight, right? Because I know it's been extremely stressful for the past 2 years for everybody. And I just want to say that my take on this is that, like, sometimes you need a shake up for the light to come true. And I think it's been pretty evident and clear that there's been a lot of stuff that's just sort of come to light where people are unhappy. And now when it comes to this thing that I'm not going to mention about, whether it's to do with this or it's to do with that, I think that the most important thing here is that we don't create division, right? Like I think the most important thing is to allow each and every person to make a decision about what's right for them. And that could mean, getting one of these is a good thing and is absolutely necessary. And for others, it may be like, hey, you know what? I caught that thing before and I don't really want to put anything else into my body because I feel safe. And I just wanted to let you know, everyone, that we are all one on this earth. And the more division you create, the more that anybody is telling somebody else what to do, how to be, I think that becomes a very dangerous place. And I think everybody should have a right to make their own decisions for what goes into their bodies, what they believe is right for them, what they believe is right for their families. And I think it's become more and more evident that, a lot of people who've decided that they don't want to get the jab, a lot of these people are below the poverty line. People who don't want to jeopardize not being able to make it into work or missing a day because that makes a difference for their families. And I think that it's often very much labeled as like, well, you're like this over here, you're an anti this, and you here are pro that. And I see this division of each side all the time, and it's like we all need to do better to respect one another's decision, and no one should be telling anybody about what is right for them, what should be put in their bodies. And I think we should always be able to have an open conversation about this. And anybody who maybe wants to look at other ways to protect themselves, whatever way that is, I think that we should be able to have conversations about that. And I think we should always ask questions around, why would that be censored, right? Why is it that certain things are being allowed to be spoken about, but anybody who, and even doctors who are raising concerns or questions about their take, what they've seen, have been silenced? And I think that is something that we should all be aware of and ask the questions of, well, why would that be? In a way, without trying to just like smear one person is like this and this person's like that. It's like, hey, people have questions, people have concerns. Can we ask those questions? And then I know that there's other people who at the same time want questions answered about our own government, right? About like funding that happened to, you know, the facilities in China, and just like there's all of these questions and concerns, and there was a military games that happened, and more stuff seems to be uncovered, which just feels like there's been a lot of lies being told. And I think that both sides feel that, right? Both sides feel that there's all these lies being told, who to believe, who not to believe. And so you know, it's been a big thing to like, don't mention this, don't talk about this. And it's just really gotten to a point where I feel that it is almost an injustice to stay silent. And I think that it's important that we are able to have discussions. I think that people who have concerns about their rights being taken away are justified. I think that people who feel scared and just want to get back to normal, those people should be heard too. And at the end of the day here, just try your best to not be in fear, right? I feel that the main thing that is really getting people worked up is the fear, right? It's the lack of trust. It's the lack of trust in yourself, that you know what's best for you. It's a lacking of trust in the government. It's a lacking of trust in your doctors. It's a lack of trust in pharmaceutical companies, in the media. And this all just turns into a fear-based society where everyone's afraid. And so I'll tell you this, is I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of anything. And I trust in whatever is happening. I calm myself. Of course, when I say I'm not afraid, is there times where fear can come up? Of course there is. But it's about you grounding that fear and not allowing that to take over your body, right? We as human beings, we have emotions. Those emotions, just like electricity, can be grounded. And anything that you try to fight or try to ignore, oh, I don't feel like this, you'll pick it up. You meet people sometimes, you're like, oh, God, I'm going to like shake that off. I don't know like what's going on with that person over there. But again, the main question and the main thing I just wanted to talk about is to have unity. Do your best to respect other people's decisions. I've heard of families, I've heard of weddings where people can't go because they don't have their vaccination cards. And I think that people only make those decisions because they really want to do what's best. But ask yourself, are those things that create more inclusion, or does it create more pressure and division from everybody? I know this is a business, right? And I know that people often say to not talk about it. And I'm doing my best as I lead my business to respect everybody. And so I just wanted to touch on it. It's not like we're going to repeatedly be doing episodes on it, but I did think it was important just to check in and just to tell everybody, to help people to just do your best to not create division, right? We're all a part of planet Earth. Observe yourself. Observe, how do you create judgment? Do you pass judgment on other people? Do you pressure other people to be just like you, or can you allow other people who want to make their own decisions for themselves? Do you make your own decision for yourself, or do you just listen to what other people tell you what to do? And so I just wanted to, I suppose, have this episode be a more of a thought-provoking episode to allow you to ask questions and hopefully do some reflection. So that's all. I again, this is not like, did you enjoy the episode? It's just like, just wanted to drop that for everybody, and I hope you found it useful. And that's all. I'll leave it at that, everybody. Enjoy your day. Peace.